All right, welcome back to another video. I think I'm gonna go through the NCP, MCP Hugging Face. These courses on Hugging Face have two objectives. The first objective is for like managers, people uh, making decisions to just familiarize themselves with the subject. And then the next objective is for like the engineers actually diving deep and trying to make things work and trying to build actual stuff with it. So the first one is a pretty low commitment. It's pretty easy to get. I made it that far with the agents course. But the second one, not only does it take longer and more technical skills, it requires you to pay. So you have to buy inference. You can so if we go to this pricing tab here, um, we can see you get these inference endpoints aren't free. You get a few of them for free, 10 cents worth. We can see it costs 0.032 cents per hour. So you get some you get 10 cents worth. So let me see if I can do the math here to see how many hours you get. So I think it's this divided by 0.032. So you get about 3 hours. I think this is correct. So you're gonna run out of that pretty quick as you're doing the course. If you're really efficient with what you're doing, you can probably get through one course, but for me, I wasn't able to get all the way through the agents course. Um, so I just ran out of inference very, very quick. So yeah, so you've got to pay for inference endpoints. Um, you also potentially need to pay for um, a $9 a month subscription. Oh, this is cool. It looks like the $9 a month subscription comes with inference endpoints. So that actually might be worth it because uh, this should include all your inference for $9 a month. So if you're really active on here, I could see you. Well, I mean, it's so cheap. I doubt you'd be able to. So what, 9 divided by 0.032? Is that what it would be? So you get like 284 hours. It was 280 hours. So you get like 11, like 12 days, 11 days, like a week and a half or so of just spamming your. Yeah, so just paying for the inference itself rather than the subscription is probably all you need. But you also get these enhanced workspaces. You get enhanced spaces hardware. So that $9 a month looks like it's actually kind of a good deal. I mean, that's a pretty low price, less than half for just a basic ChatGPT Plus subscription. Um, so I will say, if you're getting into AI, this ecosystem, just yeah, you're gonna have to pay to learn. You're gonna have to pay to use it, just like anything else in the world. So it's probably worth it. You can probably build a project for under $100 easily that you can put in a portfolio and try to get hired. And the moment you're hired and making a salary is the moment that whatever you spent became an investment that had a return. So you can imagine, for spending $100 on a project and getting a job that let's say even pays as low as like $33 an hour. Um, After 3 hours of working your new job, you're gonna make up for everything you spent on that project, and the return on investment, if it's like a contract or a long term thing, is just going to be astronomical. So if you're watching this and you're kind of on the fence, I'd like to learn AI, but I don't want to pay. I feel like the $9 a month for this learning account is probably a pretty good deal, because then you can do all these courses without running out of inference, and not only that, you can do them on some enhanced hardware. So if you're like me and are trying to pinch every penny possible, perhaps to your own detriment, where you kind of give up on opportunity costs that you could have bought for yourself, such as to create a portfolio and to get hired, um, definitely, I definitely recommend getting over that and putting a little bit of money into your learning, but just be a bit more, just being a bit more careful with how you spend your money. I think is good, even if cost considerations aren't you know as important for somebody. Just being price conscious and being able to make good financial decisions makes sense. But you got to understand too is like a good financial decision doesn't always mean paying as little as possible for something. A good, like your money should be a vehicle to take you somewhere. Like you have to spend money to make money, right? So like it's not necessarily always a good financial decision just to spend as little as you possibly can. So so yeah, I'm a subscriber to ChatGPT Pro, um, which I wonder every day if that makes sense or not. But I use ChatGPT every day, so for as much as I use it, I feel like it's a pretty fair price. You know, my car I use probably um, similarly. My apartment, I use my apartment absolutely every day. I sleep in my apartment, I eat in my apartment, and that costs um, a lot more, almost an order of magnitude more. So for the amount I use this product, I feel like I am paying a fairly fair price, um, even though the price is far higher than something um, like Hugging Face. But it depends on what your goals are. My goals with ChatGPT is I just want to be on the very cutting edge, and I want to be the benefactor of the latest AI advancements before anyone else is. Um, so if your goal is just to learn AI and try to become an AI professional, I think this pro account for Hugging Face might be the way to go. All right, so let's go to uh, the course. So the course is right here. So this is the Model Context Protocol course, or MCP. Welcome to the most exciting topic in AI today, Model Context Protocol, MCP. This free course will take you on a journey from beginner to informed in understanding, using, and building applications with MCP. This first unit will help you on board, discover the course's syllabus, get more information about the certification process and the schedule, get to know the team behind the course, create your account, sign up to our Discord server, and meet your classmates and us. Let's get started. What to expect from this course? In this course, you will study Model Context Protocol in theory, design, and practice, learn to use established MCP SDKs and frameworks, share your projects and explore applications created by the community, participate in challenges where you will evaluate your MCP implementations against other students, earn a certificate of completion by completing assignments, and more. At the end of this course, you will understand how MCP works and how to build your own AI applications that leverage external data and tools using the latest MCP standards. Don't forget to sign up for the course. I don't think I did. Okay, so here we go. Click this to enroll in the course. There we go. I should be enrolled now. Yep, so oh, I already signed up before, so looks good. What does this course look like? The course is composed of foundational units where you learn MCP concepts and theories, hands-on, where you'll learn to use established MCP SDKs to build your applications. These hands-on sections will have pre-configured environments, use case assignments, where you'll apply the concepts you've learned to solve a real-world problem that you'll choose. Collaborations. We're collaborating with Hugging Faces partners to give you the latest MCP implementations and tools. This course is a living project evolving with your feedback and contributions. Feel free to open issues and PRs in GitHub and engage in discussions in our Discord server. So, GitHub, they don't have linked. I am a member of the Discord server. What's the syllabus? Here is the general syllabus for the course. A more detailed list of topics will be released in each unit. So we've got, we can see Unit 3 has been released, but we're not to Unit 4 yet. This is an ongoing course. I've joined kind of late to the party, but uh, don't have Unit 4 released quite yet. But Unit 0, hopefully I can get that done in this video, is onboarding. Set you up with the tools and platforms you will use. Then there will be MCP fundamentals, architecture, and core concepts. Explain core concepts, architecture, and components of model context protocol. Show a simple use case using MCP. Chapter 2 will be end-to-end use case, MCP in action. Build a simple end-to-end MCP application that you can share with the community. Chapter 3, Deployed Use Case, MCP in Action. Build a deployed MCP application using the Hugging Face ecosystem and partner services. And then Chapter 4, which will be released soon, is bonus units to help you get more out of the course working with partners, libraries, and services. So, what are the prerequisites? To be able to follow this course, you should have a basic understanding of AI and LLM concepts, familiarity with software development principles and API concepts, experience with at least one programming language, Python or TypeScript examples will be shown. So I have all of those. If you don't have any of these, so for a basic understanding of AI and LLM concepts, if you can't check that off as a prerequisite, just go over here, click this down arrow here, and then take the LLM course, completely free, just like all the other courses, and now you can check that off. Now this one here, familiarity with software development principles and API concepts. Um, I'm not sure. Maybe this open source AI cookbook could do it, but I feel like this is probably you know what? Let me see here. Yeah, I don't think this is a good place to go for that. What I'm going to recommend is this Flask tutorial. This is basically one of the best tutorials I've ever done for just learning like a software development principles and API concepts. So uh, what the tutorial will do is have you set up Flask. So it'll show you a project layout. It will show you how to set up an application. Yep, define and access the database. So it's going to show you Yeah, like this basically takes you through everything for creating an app. And the thing is, like every per I'm gonna make this possible right here, right now, because there's a pitfall everyone falls for who does this and they get stuck. And if this is you, then you can't check this off. Software development principles and API concepts, because you got to know your way around the Linux CLI better. Um, so um, let's see here. Uh, where where is it? I don't know. But yeah, I definitely recommend this Flask tutorial. And there is a thing that'll get you, that gets everyone uh, that is new enough to this, and that is it'll ask you to run a command, and it kind of won't explain how to navigate through Linux. So you will be in the wrong present working directory trying to run the command, and you'll wonder why you can't run the command. Like just about everyone falls for that pitfall. Now this is updated quite a bit from when I took it, uh, but basically, let me show what will happen quick, because this everyone who takes this tutorial who doesn't know the Linux command line super well falls for this. So so we've got this. So let's go into VexFlow musical there, CD into that. So this is basically what the tutorial does that trips up everyone. It has you like go in and like move around, do like CD and then like CD to it has you like move around, and then it says like, oh well, now I want you to open the README file. So it's like, okay, well, let's use Vim for that. And we're gonna do README. Oh, look, it's not something's happening where I can't run like command not found or you know, well, okay, well that must be the problem. I don't have Vim, so I'll use cat instead. Oh, it still didn't work. No such file or directory. Well, I can see it. It's right here. Why does that not work? Because your present working directory isn't it doesn't exist within your present working directory. So you have to either go to where the file exists, so you can change the directory into the where the file exists. So and then we can see there it is right there. So now we can cat out the README and it'll work. Um, or you have to actually tell it where it is with either a absolute or a relative path. So you could tell it where it is using a path relative to your present working directory. So that would be uh, cat vexflow then readme there. So now it knows where it is because I told it. The other way you could tell it is to give it a absolute path. So how you would do that? So here's my present working directory. So an absolute path starts with a forward slash, because you're saying you're giving it the most specific path possible, not relative to anything except the uh, forward slash, which is the topmost level of your file system. And there we go. So that's something that trips up everyone that goes through this. They just don't understand how to navigate Linux very well, and even if they had some basic understanding, I think the tutorial itself makes it quite unclear. So maybe they fixed that. I haven't taken that in a long time, but I feel like this is probably decent to go through. Um, Uh, but we're in the age of uh, AI, so the AI is probably a good place to go as well. I'll just ask it this. I have a 4 mini high, so might get a better answer, even though it's slower. And then experience with at least one programming language, Python or TypeScript. Um, what I recommend is Python the hard way. Uh, this is such a good way to learn Python because what you're gonna get, it's just like you want to. I really like learn Python the hard way. This is my favorite. So all you do is you just type out the examples, and that's it. You kind of learn almost by osmosis a little bit, which is, ideally you would, sit down, learn all the algorithms and you know, but I like how it gets you writing Python. It doesn't focus as much as on like understanding it. It focuses more on actually writing it out, which I think is less important today because the AIs can do it. But if you're trying to code and you're just not able to, for some reason, um, learn Python the hard way gets you coding. So you're actually coding, you're actually running the code, you're actually typing it out. Um, that's my most recommended resource. Yeah, so then for the software development and API concepts, probably just go straight to ChatGPT for that. The main thing you want to do, I think, is to start using an IDE. VS Code is the one I use, but nowadays, honestly, I would recommend probably use Cursor and Claude AI model. If you don't have any of these, don't worry. Here are some resources that can help you. Perfect. So LLM course will guide you through the basics of using and building with LLMs. So there's a direct link to the course. You don't even have to click this down here. Agents course will guide you through building AI agents with LLMs. The above courses are not prerequisites in themselves, so if you understand the concepts of LLMs and agents, you can start the course now. And I believe I do, so I will start the course now. What tools do I need? You only need two things: an internet with an a computer with an internet connection, an account to access the course resources and create projects. If you don't have an account yet, you can create one here. So I do have an account. Fortunately, I am out of inference on my account, but we'll see how far I can get. The certification process. You can choose to follow this course in audit mode or do the activities to get one of two certificates will issue. If you audit the course, you can participate in all the challenges and do assignments if you want, and you don't need to notify us. The certification process is completely free. To get a certification for fundamentals, you need to complete Unit 1 of the course. This is intended for students that want to get up to date with the latest trends in MCP without the need to build a full application. So this is what I mentioned before. There's two finish lines in this course. The first one, just a certification saying you more or less understand the basics. But then the second one is the serious one. So to get a certificate of completion, you need to complete the use case units 2 and 3. This is intended for students that want to build a full application and share it with the community. What is the recommended pace? Each chapter in this course is designed to be completed in 1 week, with approximately 3 to 4 hours of work per week. Since there's a deadline, we provide you a recommended pace. So it is today the 28th. So yeah, I have quite a bit of time to get that certificate. How to get the most out of this course? To get the most out of this course, we have some advice. Number one, join study groups in Discord. Study groups Studying in groups is always easier. To do that, you need to join our Discord server and verify your account. Number two, do the quizzes and assignments. The best way to learn is through hands-on practice and self-assessment. Number three, define a schedule to stay in sync. You can use our recommended pace schedule below or create yours. So best practices, as mentioned, join study groups on Discord. Studying in groups is always more fun. Find a group on our Discord server. Test what you've learned to do the assignments. The best way to learn is to test yourself and try by yourself. Define a schedule to stay in sync. Use our recommended pacing schedule or create your own. So who we are, about the authors. Ben Burton Shaw. Ben is a machine learning engineer at Hugging Face. He's an employee at Hugging Face who focuses on LLM applications with post-training and agentic approaches. And then you can follow him on the hub to see his latest projects. So I will do that. Let me follow him. Ah, so I'm already following him. He must have made a prior course. All right. Next, uh, yep. So I found a bug, or I want to improve the course. Contributions are welcome. If you found a bug in the notebook, please open an issue and describe the problem. If you want to improve the course, you can open a pull request. If you want to add a full section or a new unit, the best is to open an issue and describe what content you want to add before starting to write it so that we can guide you. I still have questions. Please ask your question in our Discord server here. Now that you have all the information, let's get on board. All right, so this is the introduction. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot, and then I can get a significant, I can get a certificate uh, after that. So I think I'm gonna cut off the video here and have the this be part of its own video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.